Okay folks, it is Saturday afternoon, just coming up for 4 o'clock, and we're going to do a cookery video. You lucky people. Okay, today we're going to do pasta in a creamy white wine and mustard sauce with carrots, mushrooms, onions, peppers, a bit of garlic and some spicy peppers, and a jar of white beans. Okay, let's take a look at the ingredients. Start with the obvious. I've roughly diced some carrots, if you could call my knife work dicing. Got mustard. I got cream and a little bit of semi-skimmed milk if we need to loosen the mix a bit. I got white wine. Garlic, spicy peppers, onions, carrots, mushrooms, normal bell peppers, white beans. Oh, and the main ingredient I forgot to mention right at the outset. I got some pork. I think they're chops or cutlets, I'm not exactly sure. I would go with cutlets based on that word, but we'll see. Okay folks, step one, I'm going to put the carrots onto the board for a little while, just so that I can get things moving, because everything else should be fairly quick. Get the carrots done, and while that's doing I'll be chopping onions. There you go folks, you knew you were missing something so far. There's Tina Girl. I think you can see it's a little bit windy over there. Look at my tent, struggling to stay in one place. Okay folks, while the carrots are cooking, time for some magic with the onions. Okay folks, we have onion, garlic and spicy pepper all ready to go. We have a pan in and heating. Let me just put this, I need 3 hands. Got to be careful because the wind is blowing, shit is happening. Oh yeah, okay, my fault. Oh, to stop the flame blowing out, I had it on full. Maybe for a little bit too long, as you just saw. Hey guys, I'm a tramp cooking in a fucking field in the wind. What do you want from me? Perfection? Alright, later. Join me on Sundays for TrampCast. It's the weekly look at the successes, the failures, the happenings in my life as a tramp, a homeless guy, a hobo, living in Torrevieja in Spain. It's at 5 o'clock Spanish time, Central European time. It's at 4 PM GMT, UK time. And 10 AM US Central time. Love to see you there, folks. Okay. Delta Mike, out. Okay, folks, I have popped the pork in. I've done it in 2 or 3 batches. The wind was blowing a gale, I was losing the flame. It would have required too many hands for me to show you everything. But I diced the pork. They were cutlets with a little bone along the bottom, a little ribbon bone along the bottom edge. But the meat is in. Safely down, so it's not going to blow out, hopefully. Back shortly. It's gone out. Yeah. Okay folks, what I'm going to do now, the gas has just popped off while I've opened up. I'm going to add the carrots and the water that the carrots are cooking in as a kind of a stock. Running out of room. Okay folks, not many more ingredients to add now. Just going to add peppers and white beans. After that, there's just mustard and white wine to add. I know some of you are going to tell me white wine could have gone in quite a bit sooner. Maybe directly after the frying. White wine could have been, or should have been the first liquid in, but you know, I'm making this shit up as I go, folks. And it's windy. I'm trying to cope. Okay folks, as is often the case with these beans, I'm going to need my other hand. Give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay folks, the beans are in. Give you a quick look if the wind stays died down enough. Quick look. They're in. We'll have a quick stir. Have to be very quick, otherwise we'll lose the flame again. Trying to block the wind with my body. Okay, we're still cooking. We're cooking on gas. Okay. What's next? Just the white wine and the mustard. And, oh, the cream. I haven't put the cream in yet. We'll do that in a moment. Cream, white wine, mustard, and anything else that I've forgotten so far. Okay, folks, I'm back. A few final ingredients, or almost final. After these few, there's only the mushrooms. We go, some white wine. As I said, ideally it would have gone in at the end of the frying phase, but it didn't. Nothing I can do about it now. We have 2 tubs of cream, nata paracochina, cream to cook. And finally for this round, I might put some more wine in, but we'll. For now, we're going to go with the mustard. Apologies for the vulgar noises, folks. That should about do it, eh? Half a tub. If you're looking for precise measurements, you've come to the wrong channel. And I suspect, yeah, we've lost the flame again. And I need a second to restart things, guys. And it looks like the mustard is going to mix in properly. And the wind is still going. I'll add a little bit more white wine. I'll save myself a glass. Or 2. And I'll need my hands to put the flame back on again, folks. Soon. Quick shot of Tina. And I'm about to go back in here because I can hear it bubbling away. I've got it on its lowest setting, folks, and it's bubbling like crazy, which is probably going to curdle the cream and the cream and mustard sauce, and not going to look. It might not mix properly in this. I don't know. Now I've got mushrooms to come, and then it might be a little bit more liquid, maybe, and then pasta. Probably just going to go with twists. I think we've got everything else in there, unless I've missed anything. I was considering chorizo at the early frying stage, but I decided to keep that for myself for sandwiches in the night. For now. Quick check that the flames didn't go out. We can see they're still on. We're golden. Okay, folks. Probably 10 minutes of bubbling away. Hopefully on a slightly lower heat. And then I'll be adding the mushrooms, I think. Give that maybe 5 minutes, add the pasta, and that'll be job done. Don't want to mess about too long. The sun's starting to get low in the sky, and well, let me show you. It's just come behind that cloud there. We've got, I would guess, an hour and a half before it goes behind that building. But as it gets low, it gets cooler. But it's been a bit of a mixed day. We've had long periods of clear sky. We've had periods with thick cloud coverage, and we've had this wind, which only seems to blow when I go near the cooker. You know how it is, folks. Sod's law. It's nice and calm now. If I walk back over there and lift the lid on that on the barbecue, we'll suddenly have 30 km/h gusts. Fuck. Okay, folks. Give me 5 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, folks. Don't know how well you can hear this. It's bubbling away like crazy. even though it's on its lowest setting. So I don't know what to do, but I need to put the mushrooms in. Tina girl, come and tell me, come here. Tranquilo, tranquilo, Tina. Look at this, look. That's its lowest setting. This is cream. I don't want it to be bubbling and going crazy like that. So let's put the mushrooms in. Oh, the ones that survived. One missed. We'll get away with that. Oh wow, that looks like it might be too much mushroom. Is there such a thing, folks? You tell me. Is there such a thing as too much mushroom? And if there is that it? That's quite nice, but I might give it 5 minutes and I might actually turn the heat off and just let it sit in its own juices for a while. 5 more minutes and we'll see. I'll make a decision. I hope no one noticed I had a missing ingredient right from the off. Apart from a Tina girl moving around in the background. I didn't mention the pasta that was going in the pasta sauce. So here we are. I'm just going with spirals just because it's what I've got to hand. I've got other stuff. I could have gone with a spaghetti or a macaroni, but this was just what was most readily available. Again, this is bubbling like crap. Oh, look at it, foaming. Tina girl, come back. Dog's about to escape. Let's throw some of this in, folks. Oi, that might. I'm hazarding a guess, that might have been too much. Fuck. Yeah, we're going to need some extra liquid. Bear with me. It's a teddy bear that's with me. No, I'm going to need to add some more cream and that milk that I mentioned earlier, because that was too much pasta. That's what happens, guys, when you do things one-handed while you're trying to do the rest with a camera and watching a dog who won't behave. There she is. Okay folks, we're getting close to finish, I think. Probably maybe another 5 minutes, but I might turn the heat off now and let it just cook in its own under the steam that's already there. Let's take a look. Here we go. Look, it's on the lowest setting and it's boiling and bubbling like crazy. I'll have to switch hands. Try and okay, that pasta's still a little al dente, I can tell already. Hasn't really swollen yet. It is splashing up at me a little bit, folks. We're going to be having this like the Italians do, I guess. More pasta, less sauce. Unless I put more liquid in. No, I'm not sure. I'm actually just going to leave it. I think I'll give it another 5 before I turn it off and let it seep in its own. I think we just lost the flame again, folks. Leave it with me. Okay folks, we're all done. The gas is off. It's sat for a few minutes and we're going to open it up and see how it looks. Okay, ready for the reveal? Here we go. I don't know if there's much in the way of a good thumbnail there. If there is, it'll be that. Click, click. Let's see. Just going to move it over a little bit. Put my pan in for dishing up. And we'll attempt to go from there, folks. Let's have a look. Like I said, maybe too much pasta. I can also always loosen up tomorrow by adding a bit more liquid or a bit more whatever. But I got me a good portion for now. As usual, folks, I'm going to take this over the table. I'm going to eat some. Probably give a bit to Tina because tradition. And we'll come back to me for some final thoughts. Okay, folks, that was all right. A couple of minor points I'll discuss momentarily. The obvious one is the too much pasta. As you saw in the video, hopefully, I was holding the phone in my left hand, trying to pour the pasta with just one hand, and I put half the packet in instead of kind of a third of the packet. So then I had to try and recover it with extra liquid, and it's a little bit more stodgy than I would have aimed for. My meat, I've maybe hung on to a little bit too long. The meat was, I would say, ripe, not off. I don't think. Never know. I think a little bit flavoursome. Let's have a look. I've left a little bit, as is traditional, but you can see it's a little bit stodgier than we English would have our pastas usually. We'd usually go with less pasta, more sauce. This is a little bit more the Mediterranean way, which I guess, you know, I'm in Spain, but I'm just going to give what's left to Tina. And I will just one extra comment. I think at this time we had a good balance between the flavours. If you've watched some of my previous videos, I've tended to go in strong with the spicy peppers. This time it was a little more subtle. I only put the one pepper in, and the other flavours all came through more. The mustard and the winey, kind of the creamy mushrooms and everything else. All those flavours were there and kind of identifiable, not drowned out by the throat burn. So there's that. I just switch back to Tina. Okay folks, I think she's just finishing. Okay, it must be good. Tina's enjoying it. To recap, we've had pasta with a creamy mushroom, white wine and mustard sauce with carrots, onions, the 3 colours of bell peppers, spicy peppers, white beans. I almost forgot the white beans. Anything else I'll add in the description. Okay folks, from Tina and from me, Delta Mike, out.